بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين. I begin in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, and I send salutations and greetings of peace, and asking Allah to exalt the Messenger Muhammad, his household, and his followers up until the Day of Judgment. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My dear listeners, those who are listening, or those who are subscribed to the channel, tonight inshallah in this library of Masjid Al-Tawheed, I'm going to continue with this poetry written by the jurist, the Imam Al-Jurjaanee. It is a poetry written on self-integrity, self-respect, and high aspiration that a person who is engaged within knowledge needs to have, and the Muslim in general. To be a productive person, you have to have self-integrity, self-respect. If you want others to respect you, you have to show them that you respect yourself. Not showing your self-respect is you telling the people that it is okay to disrespect you. And this is especially the case for a person who is a scholar or a student of knowledge. Student of knowledge needs to have dignity and high morale, high aspiration. So in the last video that I did, we started from line number 1 up until line number 6, where the author or the poet, he was talking about him not accepting certain things from people that are permissible, that are within the realm of permissibility, that are within the territory of permissibility, for fear that the foolish ones or the enemies are going to use that as a mean to criticize him. So he said, if he is told to go ahead and be the first to do something, like to drink from a well, that is the example he gave here, or to be the first to do something, and the people want to put him ahead in aspects relating to the worldly activities because of his knowledge, he is not going to do that, because he fears that the enemy are going to question and criticize him. They're going to say this is a person who only pretends to be a person of knowledge. In reality, he is ignorant. He pretends to be a person who is devout, adherent, but in reality, he is not. And the likes of these sayings from the enemies who are just watching and waiting to see you slip and fall. So he's saying he's going to purify himself from that by not accepting the offer of the people. That's line number 6. Line number 7, he said, فَأُصْبِهُ عَنْ عَيْبِ اللَّئِيمِ مُسَلَّمًا وَقَدْ رُحْتُ فِي نَفْسِ الْكَرِيمِ مُعَظَّمًا. He said, if he do this, then he will be subjected to the criticism of the foolish ones and the weak-minded ones. فَأُصْبِهُ. So he said, then I am going to become an عَيْبِ اللَّئِيمِ مُسَلَّمًا. I'm going to be a subject. I'm going to be subjected to the blames, the criticism of the foolish ones. They're going to use this as an opportunity to criticize me. وَقَدْ رُحْتُ فِي نَفْسِ الْكَرِيمِ مُعَظَّمًا. And then he said here at the end of this poem, this line, he said, as for the person with self-integrity, meaning a person with dignity, who is knowledgeable, if he sees Imam Al-Jurjaanee accepting the request from these people, he is going to honor and respect Imam Al-Jurjaanee, knowing that Imam Al-Jurjaanee wasn't eager for this. He didn't ask for it. He was giving it this respect and honor without asking. He said, وَقَدْ رُحْتُ فِي نَفْسِ الْكَرِيمِ مُعَظَّمًا. As for those who are people of dignity, they're going to honor and respect me due to the knowledge that I have. And due to them seeing me exerting my efforts towards nobility. Meaning, even if this is something that is blameworthy, engaging with the people in worldly activities and accepting them putting you ahead, even if it is blameworthy in this situation, those who are people of nobility and they know that you're a person engaged in knowledge, they're not going to criticize you totally because of this one occasion that they see you engage with the people in worldly activities and the likes. They're not going to criticize you saying, oh, you're a person who is greedy. You're only using your knowledge to exploit the people. But as for the foolish ones, when they see you doing things like this, accepting the requests of the people, then they're going to say, you are exploiting the people with your knowledge. Like the people of the book, from the Jews and the Christians, Allah mentioned regarding them in the Quran that they exploit the people with their knowledge. They use their knowledge to exploit the people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who have believed, inna kathiran min al-ahbari wal-ruhbani la ya'kuluna amwal al-nasi bil-batil. Verily many from the rabbis and the monks, they eat the wealth of the people upon falsehood, wa yasudduna an sabilillah, and they deviate people from the way of Allah. So a person of knowledge is not supposed to be like this. But now Imam Al-Jurjaanee said he's not going to do that, because if he does that, the foolish ones are going to criticize him and say he is a scholar that is using his scholarship, which is supposed to be to earn the pleasure of Allah in paradise. He's using that to exploit the people. But he says, as for the person who is noble, he's going to see me and know that this is not worth, it doesn't merit criticism. It's not worth criticizing me because of this. Because this is something that I didn't ask for and I was giving, not asking for it. So that's the explanation of line number 7. He said, if I do that, then the foolish ones are going to blame me. But as for the people who are noble and people who have self-integrated themselves, they're going to understand my situation. Line number 8, he says, وَإِنِّي إِذَا مَا فَاتَنِي الْأَمْرُ لَمْ أَبِتْ أُقَلِّبُ فِكْرِي إِثْرَهُ مُتَنَدِّمًا. He said, وَإِنِّي here in Arabic is emphasizing. He said, indeed me, referring to himself, verily, when a worldly opportunity within this world passes me by, meaning escapes me, I didn't get that opportunity that I wanted. He said, if I didn't get the opportunity, I do not spend my night. I do not spend my night overthinking the aftermath of this opportunity that has missed me in regret and remorse. He said, if an opportunity that I am seeking doesn't reach me, I don't get it, I am not going to spend sleepless night thinking about it and being regretful and remorseful. Why? Because he is a person of knowledge. He understood that whatever you get, it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whatever passes you, it is due to the decree of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Fatir, ما يفتح الله للناس من رحمة فلا ممسك لها. Whatever Allah opens up for the people from the opportunities of this life, financial opportunity, and any opportunity that brings benefit to the people, whatever Allah opens up for the people from opportunities from His mercy, there is no one that can prevent this from reaching the people. There is no one that can withhold the mercy of Allah from reaching the people. And then he said, وَمَا يُمْسِكْ فَلَا مُرْسِلَ لَهُ مِنْ بَعْدِهِ. And whatever Allah withholds from His mercy of opportunities from the people, there is no one that can give it to the people. So as a Muslim, you need to understand this, that whatever you get, it was written for you, and whatever passes you by, it wasn't meant for you. So you shouldn't be spending nights not sleeping, sleepless nights, falling into depressions, anxieties, as though you are here to remain eternally. No. So this is what Imam Al-Jurjaanee is referring to here. He said, if an opportunity passes me by, I don't spend sleepless nights regretting over it. He said, وَلَكِنَّهُ إِنْ جَاءَ عَفْوًا قَبِلْتُهُ وَإِنْ مَالَ لَمْ أُتْبِعُهُ هَلَّا وَلَيْتَمَا. He said, but if the opportunity comes to me, it is given to me without me asking, then I will accept it. And as I mentioned in the previous video, this is where some of those who explain this, the poetry of Imam Al-Jurjaanee, tried to criticize him a little bit. They said this line here, in which he said that if he's given opportunity, he's going to accept it. He said this contradicts the line number 6, where line number 6 or 5, where he mentioned that when he is told to go ahead, people give him opportunity to be the first. He's not going to accept it because he has self-integrity, not wanting the people to use that as a mean to disrespect him and disrespect his knowledge, and not wanting the foolish ones to use that as a mean to criticize him. They said that this line here, line number 9, it doesn't coincide with line number 5. But however, we can say that actually the two lines are not exactly the same. Here Imam Al-Jurjaanee is saying that if he is giving it, he is going to accept it. We should understand from here, meaning those who he is accepting it from, he knows, or that which he is accepting from the opportunities, he knows that that is not something that is going to lead to him or the knowledge that he has been criticized. This is an opportunity related to what? To earning a living. But as for the other one, is people just seeing you knowledgeable, then they want to put you ahead, everything, like give you that kind of a respect, and always wanting to invite you for food and things like that, telling you, come, can I take you to the restaurant, can I take you to this area, getting freebies, what they call freebies, free things from people. That is what Imam Al-Jurjaanee is saying he's going to purify himself from. Not wanting the people giving him free things that he didn't work for. Because if he do that, then the foolish ones are going to say to him that he's exploiting the people with his knowledge. But in this line, he's saying that if an opportunity comes to him, from an opportunity of the worldly life that is permissible, such as earning and something like that, well, I'm explaining this one here to take the good meaning from the line of the poem, from the poem. He's saying if he can get an opportunity where he can work and earn a living, he is going to accept it. And how can we understand that this line is not contradictory to the other one? Because the previous line, he says, if an opportunity passes him by, he is not going to spend sleepless night regretting. But however, if it comes to him, now in this line he's saying, if it comes to him without asking, he's given that opportunity. He said, وَبِلْتُهُ, I'm going to take it. وَإِنْ مَالَ لَمْ أُتْبِعْهُ هَلَّا وَلَيْتَمَا. And this even clarifies more. He said, and if it is turned away from me, this opportunity, I am not going to go after it, seeking to retrieve it. I'm not going to say, if only I have done this, if only I have did it this way or that way, if only I have done this, I would have gotten that. So here he's referring to like a job, something like that. For example, you're seeking a job and they disqualify you for whatever reason. So you say, قَدَرُ اللَّهُ وَمَا شَاءَ فَعَلَ. It is the decree of Allah. Whatever Allah decrees is going to happen. You don't spend sleepless nights saying, oh, why did this disqualify me? I didn't do this. I didn't do this. As long as you try your best, you're going to say, it is from Allah. If they gave you that job opportunity, you take it. Because you're going to work and earn what you have worked for. So he said, if it comes to him willingly, without if it comes to him willingly, without him doing anything that can jeopardize his self-integrity, he's going to take it. But if it doesn't, he's not going to say why I didn't do this or that. That's line number 9. And line number 10, he said, وَأَقْبِضْ خَطْوِي عَنْ هُذُوذٍ كَثِيرَةٍ إِذَا لَمْ أَنَلْهَا وَافِرَ الْعِرْضِ مُكْرَمًا. وَأَقْبِضْ خَطْوِي عَنْ هُذُوذٍ كَثِيرَةٍ. He said, I withhold from chasing after many of the goals of the opportunities related to this dunya, this worldly life. إِذَا لَمْ أَنَلْهَا, when I don't get them. وَافِرَ الْعِرْضِ مُكْرَمًا, and if I don't get them, I stay by myself, having self-respect and honor, not putting myself down. He's saying that there are many opportunities that come to him. If he wanted to, he could take it, but he withhold from taking it, those opportunities. So that he can have this izzah, self-integrity, and basing himself with knowledge, and so that the people can have need for his knowledge. Because if you have knowledge and self-integrity, and you are proficient in what you have, people are going to respect you. But if you're a proficient professional, and you don't have self-integrity, you're going to go down in the eyes of the people. Line number 11, he says, وَأُكْرِمُ نَفْسِي أَنْ أُضَاهِكَ عَابِسًا وَأَنْ أَتَلَقَّى بِالْمَدِيهِ مُذَمَّمًا. He said, وَأُكْرِمُ نَفْسِي, I honor myself. A Muslim is supposed to honor his self or herself. He said, I honor myself from laughing at a person who frowns at me. Meaning a person frowns in your face like this, and then you laughing in the face of that person. He said, I don't do that. Well, this is Imam Al-Jurjaanee. He said, I'm not going to do that. A person is frowning, then I laugh in his face. And then at the end of the poem, he said, وَأَنْ أَتَلَقَّى بِالْمَدِيهِ مُذَمَّمًا. And he said, I don't praise people who don't deserve to be praised. He said, I honor myself from laughing in the face of a person who is frowning at me. Because the person frowning shows that the person is not interested in you. And you've been a person with this knowledge, which is an honor for you. You laughing in the face of this person who's frowning. Maybe this person is frowning for something serious. It is you putting yourself down. So this is line number 11. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us understanding of the religion and to make us people with dignity and self-respect. Indeed, a Muslim is not supposed to denigrate himself or herself. put himself down. Of course, you can put yourself down in humbleness. You can humble yourself. But humbling yourself doesn't mean you should humiliate yourself. But rather you should have self-respect with humbleness. Now, a Muslim is supposed to be humble. So we should understand here. We shouldn't understand here that having self-dignity, self-respect, self-integrity means that you should be arrogant. That you should be arrogant over the people. No. Rather, you should humble yourself. But you should have within inside self-integrity. And what shows that you have self-integrity is the way you carry out yourself amongst people. If people see you, the way you carry out yourself, based on that, they will judge you. If they see you're a person who is always laughing excessively, they're going to look at you as a person who is a comedian, a foolish person. And a Muslim is not supposed to be a comedian. Because Allah didn't create us to play, but rather to worship Him. And the worship of Allah is supposed to have self-integrity. Especially the person who is busying themselves. The person who is busying himself with this knowledge of the deen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us understanding. فما كان فيه من صواب فمن الله وما كان فيه من خطأ فمني ومن الشيطان والله ورسوله منه براء. Whatever is correct from what I have mentioned here in these lines of poems, in these lines of poetry, it is from Allah. And whatever I have mentioned in these lines, where there is mistake or the like, then it is from the human nature and it is from shaitan, and Allah and His Messenger are free from it. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.